Hey, it's Marla Beach, and welcome back to another Tip Tuesday. My tip for you today is one that we don't normally like to hear, me included. Are you too comfortable? When we feel uncomfortable, when we're too comfortable, we get stuck in the places that we probably don't want to be. We think we do, but that doesn't produce much growth. And the example that I wanted to share with you today about this is a potted plant. So let's say you go to a nursery and you pick up one of those beautiful plants that are in those pots that are just kind of little. If you take it home and take it and put it in the ground in your garden, or if you want to repot it in a pretty pot that you have in your house, what if you take it out and you see that those roots are growing around in a circle at the bottom? They get really tight together. Sometimes they're even really thick. The white, thick roots that you find at the bottom of the pot, that's not good. That means that it's outgrowing its pot. But you can't tell from the top because everything seems fine. But if you let it sit in that too long, you'll notice that the water goes all the way through. It doesn't do it any good. It just falls through. It doesn't have the soil around the roots to hold the moisture in that gives it the energy it needs to grow. So it won't grow. The leaves may turn brown, like the ends, the tips may get that black little bit. If you know what I'm talking about, it might not flower if it's meant to flower. You'll notice all that stuff, but it takes a while. So that's what happens when it gets too comfortable in its pot and it needs to be put in a bigger pot. And that is not a comfortable place to be. So that's my tip for you today, is to look for some areas in your life that maybe you're too comfortable in. You seem like you're doing fine, but if you ignore it too long, you're going to start feeling the effects of not growing, not putting yourself in a position to grow. That's what that repotting does. It puts you in a position to grow. So that's my tip. I want you to pay attention to some of those places that you're too comfortable and where there's room for more growth, and where you're going to set yourself up for something that's not very good if you don't try something new, so that you can flourish and really start to develop. It's a great thing to do. January seems to be the time to be doing that, so look for those opportunities. All right, I have a whole podcast about that this week. It's called Make Room for Growth. It's episode 81. I hope you'll join me for that episode. I hope things are going well for you in this new year, 2023. It's pretty exciting. All right, have a great week, and I'll see you back here next Tuesday.